what's going on? Another episode of Streets Verified. I got a special guest, Ariel.
Ariel. Like the Little Mermaid.
So, tell me about yourself. Where you from?
Tell me about yourself, because this is our first encounter. I would like to just...
Damn, that was a flip.
I'm serious. I mean, to be honest, we just met for the first time.
What you want to know? I'm an open book.
This is your podcast. I don't really... With respect, I really don't know who you are or much about you.
That's
so it'd
good.
be nice to, like, you know, I'm here. I've seen the podcast pop up a few times from certain people, other people that I follow.
Right.
It always seemed cool, so I'm like, yeah, I love to come and talk. But I still just don't know, like, you know?
I mean, I'm an open book, but it's like the pie. You got to ask a question. I'm going to answer it however.
Introduce yourself to me.
My name is King. I'm from San Francisco, Hunters Point.
Okay.
I'm an old man. I can't really get my age out, but...
You got a child?
Type shit. I got a son, 8 years old.
Okay.
Father, businessman, you know, et cetera, et cetera.
You acting like this motherfucker. You being there.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
I'm the interview. I'm not used to getting interviewed too much, so that was different. But
okay.
I respect it.
This the camera?
Yeah, that's the camera.
Okay. So my name is Ariel. Ariel Mei. Mei is my middle name. I'm a wardrobe stylist, a photographer, an author. I have a published book. I'm a new podcaster. I just started a podcast as well. It's called This Might Get Deep.
Now it makes sense. Got you. This may get deep. See, I can see how you trying to dive on the question.
No, that's just who I am.
That's what I'm saying. So that title makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Got you. Okay.
I have a daughter too. She's 11.
11.
Yeah. What else? I just like to say I'm an all-around creative.
Well, let's start right there with motherhood. How was that?
Motherhood?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're going to have to rock back and forth with the camera.
This is funny. I don't do stuff like this.
Well, you could talk to me then. Just keep it here.
It's cool.
Keep it here.
Motherhood is challenging. I'm trying to stop saying I'm a single mom, but I haven't figured out what to say because I'm not single. No more. I was fucking for it. But
okay. I'm spoken for it. That was a proud moment. Okay.
I am. What else? Motherhood is really challenging. My daughter is 11. I have been doing everything on my own. And I'm not like I don't half step with being a mother, a parent.
Right.
So it's challenging, but it's the most rewarding. But it is. I think that where I am right now is because like I had became a mother. It wasn't planned. I was playing basketball in college, and I didn't really want kids until I was like married and like 30, and you know stuff just happens.
You had to be kind of decent to be in college playing ball.
I was decent. Yeah. You know.
Go ahead, toot your horn a little bit.
Toot. But yeah, so.
Okay.
That's motherhood for me. You have to ask me certain questions, but I will say like it's challenging. It's not easy, especially from when I started.
Right.
Yeah.
So what about because you're like in the stage right before she's becoming a teenager, and you know like my son is 8, and I feel like he just think he know everything. So I can imagine the 11-year-old girl, like you know what I'm saying, because they already be more advanced. So. What's the conversation like? She
for sure thinks she know everything.
Right.
You can't tell her that she don't. And she's 11 going on 21.
Right.
For sure. Right. I think I'm in a stage right now where I've always been a mother that don't want to change who she is, but just try to mold her personality, because kids gonna do what they're gonna do and be who they are regardless. But I think for me, just teaching her time and place and molding her personality to where she knows how to represent herself in the best way as a young lady as she's growing, which is challenging because they get influenced at school and from their friends. Right. Other people, you can't protect them from the world. So that's the hard part. I think me teaching her something and then her going out learning other things and then also having her own mind. So the conversations are tough because I've also taught her how to communicate very, very early.
Right.
And I've always told her like to not be afraid to express her feelings, and that I'll always give her a place to express her feelings. But now sometimes it feel like it backfires because she's expressing her feelings,
right,
you know.
Right,
so
right.
now I'm trying to teach her how to do that in a respectful manner and not like being too grown, you know, or just or being respectful, I would say.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
So do you feel like it's more of a, because you know today's time with parents, they say that people try to be their kids' friend.
No, I don't do that. I'd rather her grow up being mad at me because I was so strict on her than her being like, oh, me and my mom was like friends. I think like there's a time for that. I do pray like as she gets older and becomes an adult, we'll be able to build a friendship.
Right.
But I'm your mom first.
Right.
So I will never, I don't ever have to be your friend. You know, I want her to understand that.
That's real shit.
I don't know. I just want her to be able to learn from me and, you know, be the best that she can be. So if she grew up mad at me for being strict or like being hard on her, like I'll take that over her wanting like us being friends. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Maya, babe. Hey, Maya. I'm looking at your wall.
How did she feel about your work with your styling? Does she feel like you got great style, or she feel like you just be all over the place? You know, kids are harsh.
Yeah, and she blunt.
Yeah.
Like, she'll tell you. Like, me and my best friend just had a conversation the other day because she didn't have her nails done. And my daughter grabbed her hands and was like, ooh. Yeah. And so she blunt. But my daughter thinks I'm like a celebrity. She thinks I'm like famous.
How does that make you feel?
It don't make me feel...
Yeah, see?
How do I make me feel? I don't think I feel much from that. I don't want her to think I'm famous. Because I don't feel like I'm famous. I just feel like I'm a regular person, like being blessed to be able to do what it is I want to do. You know, people know me for my work, so I think that's an accomplishment. But being famous, I don't really care for that, you know? So with her, I look at it different from her. I think she just thinks like, oh, my mom is cool. And she's proud, you know?
Right.
So, yeah.
That's cool. So how did you get into fashion?
Fashion has always been something that was like, if a young man came in here and said he wanted to be in the NBA, but it seemed like unreachable, it didn't seem possible, that's what fashion was to me. It seemed more possible for me to be in the NBA, not the WNBA. It seemed more possible for me to be in the NBA than to be a fashion stylist for whatever reason when I was younger. But
it's easier to...
I think I had more passion for basketball, so it was like by whatever means, I'm just going to try to get to where I want to get.
Gotcha.
But fashion seemed like it was just impossible. I think when I thought about it, I thought about celebrities and like TV. And when I thought about basketball, I was just thinking about like a ticket out the hood, helping my family, like really trying not to like be like the rest of my family, no shade, but like trying to be that person that makes it.
Right.
So with fashion, I always have friends that would ask me for advice. In college and in high school, I won best dress in my senior year, and so it was always a part of me, but I don't think it became like something that I felt like I can do until after I had my daughter and I realized basketball wasn't going to be it. And then I was just working and I was taking a break from college, and one of my friends, Ali Cocaine, I don't know if she want to go by that no more. You know who that is?
Yeah, the rapper.
Yes. Yeah. That's one of my close friends, and she used to always hit me before she started her rap career for fashion advice. And she had her first photo shoot with another friend, Van Lee. You know who that is? Oh, okay. But they had a photo shoot and I styled her for it, and I was around like other creatives, like photographers, other music artists, other models, just doing what it is they want to do in a space like this. And I was like, it's that easy. I could just do it.
Right.
And then I just started doing it.
So when did you feel like I got this, or like you got it figured out? Like,
I still don't feel like I got it figured out. Figured out is crazy.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. That's a great point. So what do you feel like you still don't have figured out? Like,
I could say I felt like this was for me when how it happened. I just feel like God truly like blessed me with opportunities when I wasn't like chasing or idolizing certain things, and I was just really creating art and doing something I enjoy, I started to notice the type of rooms I was being able to be in, the opportunities I was receiving, and then the money did start to come from me getting booked and getting actual real clients. But I was just doing what it was I enjoyed. I wasn't chasing nothing. And then I would say when I moved to LA and got my first like real professional styling job with Fashion Nova, that's when I was like, okay, like I really do this.
Fashion Nova's a big name.
Yeah. They a big name. I don't really try to. They're cool. It's still corporate at the end of the day.
Type shit.
And how they move in there is still very corporate, and
So
you know.
You don't like Fashion Nova no more.
I don't mess with I don't mess with their business, like them as business, them as corporate.
You fuck with Shein now.
No, I ain't never ordered from Shein, but I would. I'm not too good for none of that.
No,
I would. But for Fashion Nova, I still order from there and stuff. I don't try to put that out there, but I just don't like how they move as a business and like corporate at the end of the day. So
you was in there on the other side of things.
You know.
Got you.
Yeah.
So you feel like Fashion Nova was your break though, like into the game.
I feel like that's when I realized that
you could do it.
That I'm doing it. Because I was doing it before, but I think that was like, wow, I'm really doing it. And that was like a big accomplishment for me to get hired at this big company as a stylist. And I didn't go to school for it. I don't have no degrees in fashion or nothing. It's just me and my talent and my hustle. And I was like...
So did you have to put like a book together for them or something like to... or it was just like showing them the styles you could do, or like how do you get into being a stylist? So
I already had a portfolio. I utilized the hell out of Instagram. That was my portfolio at first, and I was just posting. I wasn't worried about getting likes and comments. I wasn't worried about none of that. I just was like, I just did this yesterday, like, look, and that started to become my portfolio. And then I eventually transitioned into making a website to be more professional. Right. So they asked for a resume, and I just created, like, I just made me a resume and put everything I did on there, added a little extra pizzazz. I had my portfolio with my work, and then I had to go in there, and I was still living in Oakland because I didn't move yet. So I took a flight to do an interview, came back. Then I had to take another flight to do another interview. And they wanted to see me style like in real life with their clothes.
So you were flying to interviews.
Yeah.
That's different.
I really wanted it.
Like, I don't think people like, I'm going to fly to LA for a job interview and then come back and then go fly somewhere else for another job interview.
If you wanted, you would walk.
Damn, that's a bar. That's a bar. That was a bar. That was a bar for sure. So when you was out there in LA, because the fashion is different out there, it's a whole different scene. Like, did you feel like you were learning out there, or you already had it? Like you feel like you had something to bring to the game?
I went out there very big-headed.
Confident.
So, cause I was doing great in the Bay, like my Oakland really put me on, like for real. And so I was doing amazing. And so I was at a point where I was like, I'm tired of working out here with regular people, and I'm tired of doing birthday shoots and maternity shoots. I'm ready to like really go where it's at and make money. And
you know, it's crazy. I told somebody was coming on here, and they said you did a maternity shoot.
I don't put that.
That's what's crazy.
I don't do that no more, unless like I already know you.
Type shit.
Yeah.
You move past that.
I just I'm blessed to be able to be selective on my clientele. So if it's good people, or you was recommended, or you come in professional, then I will. But I just had like a lot of experiences to where I had to realize like I don't have to do that.
Right.
So that's what that is. But as far as out there in Fashion Nova, I thought it was gonna be me working with celebrities, making money, being on red carpets and stuff. I started chasing the wrong thing, idolizing stuff, and it set me back a lot, and humbled me.
What, did you ever make it to the red carpet in LA?
No. But I made it around celebrities.
Right.
And worked with some.
You feel the need to name drop? I want to know.
The celebrities? Yeah. Sure. I mean, at Fashion Nova, I did what is it called? Cardi B did her collab, so we did a campaign. I did an album cover for Roddy Ricch. This is weird.
I mean, people want to know the accolades, you know? They want to...
You're right.
They want to know.
I worked with Revlon, with Sweetie. Some of this wasn't in LA though, but some of it came from LA. I would say that was my main ones in LA, but then I was like in industry parties and stuff because of Fashion Nova. So like when we had our Cardi B campaign, they having an industry party, having everybody come out. So like Trey Songz, Odell Beckham, Meek Mill, everybody in the room, and I'm next to them, but I felt like empty. So it was like, that was when they had that party and I was in it. That was the first time I was like, what am I getting? Like, what am I gaining from this? And like seeing everybody like flock over them, all the girls and like even dudes, and they just standing there like, you know, on this pedestal, and I was just like, I was chasing this, and it's like I don't feel nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
And you the one in here putting it together.
Yeah, I was the one who put it together and then had to leave and go back outside and stand in line to get in general admission.
Wow. What the fuck?
Crazy. That was a big moment too, because I was like, I've been here all day inside working, and I gotta leave and go back outside and get in line with general admission, and then I can't even go with the VIP. Is crazy. And I'm the one who put this mannequin together.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that's fucked up. Damn. I would have quit that day. Y'all got me fucked up.
That was early on. So I wasn't thinking about quitting. I was starting to just realize, that was the start.
But you was paying your dues type shit.
Yeah. And getting the experience. Like, it was really to put that on my resume, to get the experience. And at the time, I still thought it was cool to be standing next to these people and being in these rooms. But I started to realize it wasn't doing nothing for me. I'm not getting nothing. They're not giving me no checks, anything.
You don't really get no clout from just standing next to nobody type of shit. Like.
Yeah, and I didn't even want clout. Like, I wanted real success, like to be able to like really like live and be prosperous off of like what I'm doing. I didn't feel like I was doing that because my definition of success was different at the time.
Bruh, hold on, sorry.
It's okay.
Right on, bro.
I knew it was coming.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. These niggas be want to fight.
Oh, the music downstairs?
Yeah, this shit happened.
Do a pickup on the thing?
Nah, we could cut it out.
Yeah,
that shit be like, these niggas ain't even recording on us. That's what we irritating.
Maya got her stuff everywhere.
Nah, yeah, all type of people came here.
I see. How long you been doing this?
That was a podcast before me. So the guy Believe, he had a podcast here. So he had a few people come here before. And then I started mine and kind of took over. So
is this your space or this your
Nah, this is, well, he not here. There's somebody else's space. I just rent it out.
I met you before?
Probably.
Oh.
Yeah,
when I look back at you, you started to look familiar.
Probably.
Right on, bro, for going down there and regulating. You know what I'm saying? But, okay. So back to LA. What was like, let me hear some like the horror stories of dealing with like celebrities or being in the fashion industry, should I say? Or clients.
I would say my horror story was being out there working with these people and standing in these rooms, and I was broke. I didn't have nothing. Like, I was just telling my best friend today because I was leaving a parking lot and it costed $1.25, and I'm like, $1.25? I wasn't even in there that long. And I was like, you know what? It was a time where I didn't even have $1 to get out of the parking lot, like literally, and I had to like scrape change out my car to get $1 to get out.
Nah, I feel that.
And then the machine didn't even take no change, so I had to figure it out. But like, people saw me out there working with these people, being in these rooms with this company, Fashion Nova, and didn't even know that I was struggling staying in like a small studio apartment with my daughter and didn't have nothing. Like, I share this story all the time, but I had to go through her piggy bank one day so we can get some Little Caesars pizza and wash clothes. And I'm working with these people with these names and not getting nothing. Like, even when I worked, Fashion Nova only paid me $19 an hour. And then when I did Roddy Ricch shoot, I had to style like 10 to 12 people within a day. So they had hit me the day before, and they didn't tell me the people I had to style until like 8 p.m. So that means I don't know sizes, I don't know body types, I don't know if it's men or women, but I have to have clothes, which don't make sense. And the director was hella mean and nasty. Like, you need to have them dressed by 10 a.m. in the next day. And mind you, it's like 8, 9, and I don't have nothing, because he was like, and we still figuring out who gonna be in casted. And that was it. And they only paid me $400. And then they paid me $400 like 4 or 5 months later.
So it wasn't like you got paid after the shoot?
No. So, no, I didn't get that. And then even when I was getting the wardrobe that I needed for these sets, normally you have to have a wardrobe budget, because I have to have something to be able to go rent clothes or buy clothes. Right. And they told me there was a budget, but they had, coming from the label and all that, it takes a long time. So I never got the budget. So I had to call my friends and ask them to borrow money to buy clothes to style Roddy Ricch's album cover. Wow. And then I returned the clothes after and paid them their money back. Damn. That's a horror story.
That's a fucked up story.
But that's just one of many. Like, it was always like that.
That's crazy. So what did that, like, in that moment, what did that feel like, though? Calling your friends, knowing that you're doing this big video shoot and you got to call your friends to ask for money. Like, how did that feel?
It felt like a blessing to have my friends that would send it. My friend Quinn, I'll call her Quinn because she ain't gonna want me to call her nickname, but she is my best friend since we was in 7th grade, and so she knows everything about me, and so she already knew I was out there broke. Right. So me calling her, she was like, "It's good," and I've done that before. Like, I borrowed money from her before to do a shoot, and she know I'm gonna return the clothes and pay her back. So it was like no question. She sent it, and then I feel like it was one more friend I asked. I can't remember, but they just would send it because they know I'm gonna return these clothes and I'm gonna give it right back to you. And then even when my daughter, one of my friends, Monet, was babysitting her, because I had to go out and find stores like Ross and Target and Burlington that was open hella late for me to get clothes to have on set at 10 a.m. So I had to call around and see who can even like watch my daughter for me at the time too, because I'm in LA and I don't have no family or no people out there other than the new people I met. Right. So it was just like, in that moment, I remember that night, like, I didn't feel great about working with Roddy Ricch no more. I'm like, this can't be what it's like to be a stylist for a celebrity.
Right. Yeah, that's, especially gotta ask people to borrow money, and just spending your own money for the product, like, isn't.
Yeah, I would have been better with that, but not to have my own money to spend.
But still, even doing that is still like a fucked up. Like you said, you're supposed to have a budget. Like, that mean y'all not on y'all business like y'all supposed to be.
For sure.
If I gotta run around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to figure it out, so.
For sure. I mean, that's how it is most of the time, though. Especially when you work with labels, when it comes to paying you, it's like months or days later, or at least 30 days or more. When it comes to budget, it's always late. It's always little. They don't pay you your asking price most of the time. It's like, we got this. Do you want to? In LA, for sure. Out here, they pay me my price. But in LA, it's like, this is our budget. We got $400 for you to style 20 people. Like, can you do it? It's Roddy Ricch. And then if you say no, they're going to get somebody else who would damn near do it for free because it's Roddy Ricch. So they use the person name.
So that's 400 plus the rental, or 400, like, you know what I'm saying, with the rental of the clothes, or?
No, it was just 400 because I ended up using my friend's money to buy it and I just returned it. So the wardrobe budget would have went back to them anyway. Or, I mean, they would have kept the stuff depending on how they wanted to go about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it like 4 months later.
So tell me like a beautiful story in the fashion, like, that's fucked up right there.
Yeah,
so
he didn't use the album cover.
Yeah, that just made.
I was so sad.
That just made the shit so much worse. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, Roddy.
Yeah, I remember his label. I don't know, cause Roddy Ricch was nice.
Damn, Roddy.
He was really nice and respectful, but they ended up using a picture of just him by himself, like a headshot, because he didn't, or maybe it was him. I think he didn't like the idea of the first one. I have it, but I just can't do nothing with it because I signed an NDA.
Right. Those are fucked up. Mm-hmm. So, what is a positive story in the fashion game like?
I would say a positive story is just like my outcome. So with all that I've been through in LA, I was able, or just in that industry, I was able to bring all that back here to the Bay and like teach classes and teach people how to be a stylist, give them game and like tell them what it's like, let them know the ins and outs of how to get in the industry if they want to, but even give them like a different take on it. And really, I out there learned what my purpose was and realized what my purpose was and like my why. And so now I'm able to like give other people that question to think on before they, you know, put themselves in a situation that ain't for them. So I think for me, I just was able to learn a lot and grow, and come to a realization of like, this is not my life purpose. It's not what God had me for. So I'm not really losing nothing by walking away. Whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing is going to be greater. But if I didn't go through those experiences, I wouldn't have realized that I would have still been chasing something that's like false.
Right.
So I would say my beautiful story is just coming out of it and not staying there thinking that I need to change who I am to fit in this industry, or I need to like, you know, sell myself short to be in an industry that doesn't appreciate people. You know, everybody just chasing one thing.
Right.
So I would say it's beautiful that I was able to trust myself in the process and know that I deserve more. Yeah.
That's real. So what was it like? You styled La Russell too, right?
Yeah, I style La Russell currently.
You're doing good.
Thank you. When he gets dressed.
Nah, yeah, because the transition was like, I said that, I'm like, somebody got to be styling bro now, because the Crocs is, you know what I'm saying? But
he still wear his Crocs though.
But he got a whole outfit on
For
now
sure.
with the Crocs, like, so it makes it make more sense, you know what I'm saying? So doing good with that one.
Thank you, I appreciate that. That's one of my easiest clients. That's one of my clients that has turned from client to family for real. So it don't never feel like work at all.
Right.
Yeah.
How did you guys get in contact? Instagram?
So yeah, actually we were on set together a long time ago when he used to do videography. I keep forgetting his name back then, what he was going by. But I just didn't remember. And he DM'd me. I can't remember the year either, but it was like maybe a year or two before he like popped off, and he was like, how much do I charge to style him and his team? And we had like a few messages, and I said he never said nothing, or I don't think he said anything back, so we never did it. And then I was seeing him a lot just go viral, but what I was seeing the most was like him being positive and like the messages he would put out, like what he stood on for his city and the people.
Right, not for sure.
And that's what like attracted me to him. I'm like, no shade, I'm sorry, Larissa, but I was like, oh, he dressed really bad. And I was like, but I really rock with the type of person he is. And it was aligned with who I am and what I try to do in the community, just with people. So I was like, I would love to like work with him and see what I can do. And it was more so like a challenge for myself. But also I was like, this would be cool if I could really create an image for him, because he wasn't really wearing, at that time he was just doing like his basketball shorts, a puff jacket, and like some cowboy boots.
Nah, for sure.
And he was like, this me, you know, which I love that he didn't care. So then I hit him. I was like, let's do a shoot. Let's collab. And he hit me back and was like, for sure, like, let's do it. And then we scheduled it, and I had like hella outfits, and he did visualizers, and he loved them. He was just like feeling really fly. He felt different. It elevated the video. His team was like, oh yeah, you've been needing to get dressed.
Yeah.
And so he was like, after that day, they was like, Tieta was like, you hired. And he was like, you hired. And I really wasn't trying to like do that, but it just ended up working out to where I became a part of the team. And now, you know, when he wants fits or when he want to do creative projects, I pull up and we do that.
That's dope. I feel like it's not even just La Russell though. I feel like a lot of youngins these days don't give a fuck about getting dressed. Like I feel like, you know, back, I don't want to, you know, but early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we took pride in that.
I
shit.
love the
like,
2000 style. I'm still stuck in it.
I feel like we took pride in it though, even though we ain't have much to do, you know what I'm saying? But we took pride in getting fresh, going to go buy something, getting a haircut, you know what I'm saying? But these kids nowadays just on sweatpants, Crocs, and just go, like, you know what I'm saying? They be like, come on, man, you can't enjoy yourself if you don't feel good about yourself. And if you look good, feel good, you know what I mean? Go out and
Yeah. That's really a real thing. If you look good, you
Yeah.
feel good. I think that, I think if we're talking about the young generation, I think they show up and represent themselves on what they going through. Like a lot of times be looking like what they going through, and I think that like
it's not that much depression in the world though with these kids. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like that's one thing. Like
it depends.
I can't like, and I don't know. Like I know it's depression. I don't want to say it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to sit here and act like it's not mental things that go on.
Yeah.
But you can't lose yourself in that shit when you so young. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they just be giving up because people say, "Oh, you're depressed." Like
Yeah.
how do you know you're depressed if you like try to shake it off? You know what I'm saying? Try. Like you can't instantly give kids Xanax. You know what I'm saying? All this type of shit to like it just I don't know. I feel like that fuck them up even more. Like you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. I think it's the parents though.
You gotta
like
be bashing them. For
we
sure.
the new parents, and I'm not gonna lie, we terrible. Not me, but I'm just gonna speak as a whole.
I was gonna say I'm a dope ass parent.
But if you
man.
think about other people in our generation or around, I think that's where it starts. Like
For sure.
if I think about my grandparents, my grandfather was getting on me about the way I iron my clothes. Like he was not playing with how I iron my clothes. He had the starch press spray stuff, and he didn't play about how he
that
tied his
starch
shoes.
was crazy, nah, for sure.
My grandma wasn't playing about how something was fitting, and it's like they taught me how to carry myself no matter what I was going through. And I was fortunate not to look like what I was going through. Like
Right.
I was in a domestic violence household for 17 years fighting a grown man, but never looked like it. But because my grandparents taught me how to carry myself, and I think nowadays the parents like us, we go through a lot too. And
Right.
it's like I think that hinders us from being able to reach our full potential as a parent and like really teach these little things to our kids for them to show up for themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
That's definitely a big thing that I feel like people have to do is pay attention to their kids a little more. Like, cause right now I feel like everybody, like I had this conversation with somebody else. Like YouTube is raising kids. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People put their kids on the tab. It's nothing wrong with that because, like I said, my son learned a lot from YouTube. Like he learned a lot, but it's like sometimes you gotta let these kids get off of that because it's so much shit on that internet and you can't pay attention to what they watching at every given moment. And these kids is playing the depression on this, and then now your kid is saying that they're depressed. So it be you know what I'm saying? Like it be certain things that I feel like they'll see and it'll translate to them like, oh, maybe that's why I'm feeling this way, or
The
you know.
music
So
too. I think all of that. I do think
I feel like Rod Wave shit is he the leader of that depression for kids.
I'm gonna lie, the kids love Rod Wave.
And that shit is anytime that come on, I start getting depressed. Like I felt like I don't know what bro be going through, but he need to shake that
He
shit.
tell you what he go through. He go through a lot.
That's what but how?
He tell you from when he was first a kid.
But if you listen to the song, like that first song he had, somebody like, I don't know, bro, but somebody broke that shit down talking about he was going to, he'd shoot somebody, whoop, whoop. Like it was, these niggas be BB guns and shit. Like you can't listen to the, like they don't really be depressed like they saying. It's just a wave. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody say this, it sound cool. Now this person is saying that, and now, that song works. So now I'm going to keep making songs like that. You know what I'm saying? Like these. And now,
I do think struggle stories are popular. They are trendy. Like even with certain kids, like probably never grew up in the hood in the streets, never seen nothing, but they want to be able to claim that or be like that. Like I have a nephew like that. He did not grow up in the streets, but now you will see him and think that because he consumed so much of NBA YoungBoy and all that, and he really like started to believe that. And then even with kids getting depressed off like watching younger people their age have all this like materialistic stuff, doing all this, living their best life, and they don't have that. But that's the goal, and they coming from a real struggle story, and it's like, now I'm depressed because I'm never gonna be that. I'm trying to be that, or
I told this to somebody before about they kids. They were buying hella Balenciagas, and I'm like, you're kind of corrupting your kid because once they get 18.
Yeah.
And you're not buying that shit for them no more. Now it's like I gotta figure out how to keep up this persona that I had through high school. You know what I'm saying? Now once you cut me off, it's either because the job ain't gonna pay me that much to go buy Balenciaga, so
Right.
I'm not gonna want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's either try to do something illegal, you know what I mean? You know, out here, go get
Or
a female
take it, or
to bip, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be like sometimes females, parents gotta pay attention to the things that they, think spoiling the kid is good, but it's really teaching them how to survive when you're not around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
They
not
gotta learn that themselves too, because the parents will spend their lives on themselves some stuff to
but how you
keep
gonna,
up with the Joneses.
how they gonna learn? How they gonna learn how to survive by themselves without the parent?
That's the problem.
Like we didn't learn how to survive. Like I feel like, and I had my mom. My mom's strong as shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the survival thing I'm really just now getting out of. Like I feel like I figured out, you gotta really go to work. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's not, shit ain't gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? Even though she been preaching that shit my whole life. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, when I had my son, you know what I'm saying? It's not, shit ain't gonna be given to you. Nobody gonna give you nothing. And if they do give it to you, they gonna, you owe them. You know what I'm saying? So
I do think that people in general, kids, but just people, definitely have to learn the value of certain things and not feel like things should be given to you, or not try to take the easy route or this microwave route.
Right.
But with social media, it makes it more complicated because people see others being content creators or just looking like they living their dreams out, and now it just seems like easy to do. So like everybody wants to do the same thing because they see somebody else being able to do it.
Right. So if there was anything that you could tell a young lady that's 14 or 15 that's, getting ready to make the wrong decision, like how would you tell her to, the route to take?
The wrong decision just in life?
Just
or
like, with guys, or, 15 is where I feel like a female rebels against her mom. Or, because it's always the boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? They get a boyfriend and it's to chase the boy. You know what I'm saying? Am I right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, and like I feel like every girl I knew that was finna go do something, go off to college, or they don't go because they met a guy, or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that's not every young lady thing, but that is a common story with like
you went to
teens
college.
in general. Yeah, I went to junior college.
Right.
But I did get caught up with boys. I did. I was in an abusive relationship at 16 and in high school and getting thrown off. And I didn't have nobody to be able to talk to other than my grandma, but I wasn't telling her nothing.
You had an abusive relationship in high school? I'm gonna grab a napkin.
I did. You still want me to talk?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm talking to the camera. So if it was a 14 or 15-year-old young lady about to make the wrong decision, I would say this: my wrong decisions that I made and the mistakes that I made, or maybe not the best choices that I chose, allowed me to be able to grow, and it allowed me to be able to be who I am today, to be able to give somebody else some advice. So I just think that it's okay to sometimes mess up, and I think being young is the best time to do it.
Right.
Now, if we're talking specifically about getting caught up in relationships, I think what I would have liked someone to tell me is that I have a lot of time, and boys gonna be there, and who I'm with right now is 9 times out of 10 not gonna be who I settle down with and marry, and so. I wish somebody would have really taught me how to love myself first, because if I would have had self-love, then I would have had more respect for myself to not allow. You took your glasses off. Sorry. That was different. I would have had more. You had glasses on the whole time. What did you just do? But I just would have known to not stay in something that I don't deserve, and I would have known my worth. And I didn't start knowing my worth until I want to say 3 years ago when it started, when I was in out of a very unhealthy relationship, and I took time to myself. I dated myself. I just loved on myself, and I started to really realize who I am.
What does that mean, date yourself?
Dating myself means literally I took myself to dinner, Ruth Chris, and reserve a table, sat there by myself. I went to comedy shows, big ones at the Paramount by myself. I went to the Warriors game by myself and like get dressed up and really spend time with myself, to get to know myself, the things I'm really into. Thank you. And to learn like even what I don't like. So then I started to discover like what I do want in a man, what I don't,
Right.
what I'm willing to accept, what I'm not, how valuable I am just by spending time with myself.
So you feel like that 3 years, you was able to find yourself? Because that's a long time
Yeah.
of dating yourself.
That is. I mean, I was still in that time. I dated.
Okay. See.
I dated, and this is in 3 years ago is when I met him. But we didn't get into a relationship. But I was still taking time to myself, and I just knew like my worth. So in that time, it wasn't like, oh, I'm single, I need to be being with somebody, or I have to date somebody. It was like a lot of time where I wasn't dating anybody at all, and I didn't feel like I needed to. But then there was moments where I was like feeling lonely, and I was like, I wish I had somebody to talk to, entertain. It was like, well, why do I feel like I need that? Like,
Right.
why aren't I happy enough with just myself?
Right.
Yeah.
And that made you. So when you, I don't want to, get in your relationship too much, but.
You can. We already talked about it on my podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But it's not out yet, but it's okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
when you guys met, you felt like you were mentally prepared?
No. I met him 2 weeks after officially met him 2 weeks after my last relationship. Don't be judging.
God damn,
He
that
was
was
watching my
fast.
He
Instagram.
knew what he was doing.
Yeah, bro, it's always, yeah, sniper. It's always a nigga in the cut waiting on the fuck up.
He
You know
saw
what I'm
me
saying?
delete the photos.
Oh,
Oh, see the photos.
so that's really what it be. It'd be the photo delete, and then damn, bro, I'm gonna get you on the mic now. Fuck. So he dived in the DM. But you dating yourself at the time, so
No, I was only 2 weeks out. So really, I'm still thinking about my ex.
but you responded.
Yeah, I'm single.
What, thinking about your ex too much?
I
So
mean,
you're trying to get your
obviously,
mind.
I
You're trying to
didn't
get your
think
mind off your ex.
To be honest, I was in a space of like, I'm gonna go on this date and get my mind off my ex, like
Right.
because it was a very unhealthy relationship.
Right.
So instead of like keeping myself stuck in, I'm like this handsome young man. So mind you, I've seen him before and I thought he was handsome, but I'm in a relationship, so it wasn't nothing there.
I was cheating right there, but
No,
it's
it
okay.
wasn't.
Moving
You can't
right
help
along.
what you think is
Moving
looks
right along.
nice.
Yes, you can.
No, you-
Everything outside of that
I
relationship
know
supposed to be
you're
ugly.
lying.
Like her.
Everything out of that relationship supposed to be ugly. Am I right?
She giving it all.
See? Am I right? That's what I'm saying. Everything.
So you mean to tell me, being in a relationship,
Hey.
you don't know if anything else is attractive or
If
not?
she not my mind, she ugly as fuck. Like that's.
I respect that.
that's
Well,
like-
anywho, I thought he was handsome. And
shots fired.
but nothing happened. So anyway,
But what was the first date though?
the first date
Was it
was
after
Cheesecake
what?
Factory.
What?
No, I was kidding.
Okay. I boy him. I boy, he really him. All right. Kept it price efficient. Kept it price
not too
efficient.
much, like-
First date you gotta fill her out. Like
No, it was amazing. Like honestly, I say this. When I met him, I was saying at the time I felt like God sent him at the right time because I was able to see that there are great men out there that got their own, that got their stuff together, that's respectful and intentional with themselves. And at first I was just like, is this what the dating pool is like? Because of my situation, my ex. But then when I met him, I was like, okay, it's different. And we was cool. Now, granted, he thought that I wasn't going to be something he pursued because he thought I was still stuck on my ex. Because I guess I talked about my ex too much on the date.
Right.
Right. So then, but we hung out again. We went hiking. And then that's when we really were able to connect. So I forgot why you started asking me about this.
We're getting great content. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
I see you all getting googly
sure.
about bro.
I'm
You know what I'm
sweating.
saying? That's all. Yeah, see, nervous. That's all good, bro. I don't know what you doing, bro, but you doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to get the cheesecake. I gotta.
It's not the Cheesecake Factory.
He must have like. So what was the bread? Got you. The bread.
If it's
Yeah.
free,
Got you. Yeah.
not what we ordered.
Like how many drinks was involved in that night? Like
I don't drink.
You did that no liquor? You really
Y'all not
him,
doing
bro.
the
You
most.
really him. I like that.
First of all, it wasn't that.
I'm
it
talking
was the
about,
person who took me to Cheesecake
but
Factory.
if somebody is able, when you just get out of a breakup and you got your mind on a whole nother person,
Mm-hmm.
if he able to take your mind off that, no liquor, no, you know what I'm saying? Like you just said, you was in a dysfunctional
For sure.
relationship. So if he was able to get you off of that, no liquor, no, you know what I'm saying? That's he must have
For sure, give him a
conversation,
man's credit.
conversation must have been amazing. And like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, he's still here.
I
Like,
was talking a lot. It was the second date.
but he was listening. He could have been like.
He was listening.
He could have been like, you know what? She talking too much.
He did.
It wasn't about to be no second date.
Because I was talking about my ex.
Yeah.
Oh, so you really needed a vent. And
Well-
he was trying to get to know you, but you was going left on the bro, like you was going hard. That mean he real too, cause you know a nigga don't stop you like, you talking about bro too much. That mean he just trying to be messy and get all the information. You know what I'm saying? So
He was giving me the space.
yeah. So
He gave me the space,
that's real.
and we were getting to know each other. So I think for him, it was just trying to really get to know me, see where I'm at. And in that moment, he thought like, you know, I'll probably be going back to my ex or something. But he followed up and was like, I would like to see you again, and took me on another date. So
Bro, that's right, bro.
He gave you a chance after you gave him.
it was a mutual chance being given. I would say that. But he did give me a chance. To
Whatever happened, bro, the shot worked. You know what I'm saying? You here at the podcast, we streets verified today. Wow, sniper 101 today,
I
man.
pay attention to them Instagram pictures, man.
Man, I'm gonna make sure I tell Shorty, make sure she keep me covered on there. Like, this is crazy, y'all. Is what?
Y'all know how y'all get
2
down.
weeks is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
2 weeks is
At
crazy.
least
But you didn't know. You didn't know it was 2 weeks.
I ain't know. I just went on the
You
page.
didn't know
I
till
remember
now?
it used to be like.
Lie, yeah. He probably was taking like, you know, checking periodically, but like 2 weeks is crazy.
2 weeks is fast, but for me, it's like, you know, when you're in a relationship and y'all do the breakup to get back together, and it's been like hella time. I think it was like 2 years, and then y'all finally get to that point where y'all know it's just like done
How do you know it's done?
because of the things that were happening. It was like, okay, it's like everybody has a breaking point. Whether it take 5 years, whether it take 5 months, everybody has a breaking point, and I knew that I was at my breaking point and that I had deserved more just because of things that were going on. It was like, okay, yeah, that's that.
It's a wrap. Gotcha.
Yeah, and it was already like a lot of attempts to keep trying. It just wasn't, you know. Yeah, but we're not gonna stay on
I
that.
was gonna just say, let's move on to something a
Yeah.
little more positive. You know what I'm saying?
Get your notes.
Yeah, I got it. So I see you started a Bible study.
Mhm.
Tell me about that.
This is great. This is very positive.
That's the best
You
shit.
believe in Jesus?
Lord and
Everybody don't believe. Okay, you covered in the blood, but that's a real question. You could believe in something else, and not that I was gonna judge you,
nah, I believe in.
but I was just trying to see who I'm sitting with.
I believe in Jesus.
Okay. But yeah, so I did start a Bible study once a month, every fourth Saturday. And I think I started in December. Yeah.
Oh, y'all there.
Oh yeah,
Oh man, this black love in here, y'all. I ain't never seen it this close. Go ahead.
not this close.
Nah, for real. Go ahead. So back to the Bible study.
Yeah, so every I already told you. So that's what I do. So it's a space that
What made you start it though? Like,
Okay, so it's a space that I put together to. First, it was just initially like trying to build this community of people who are from all different walks when it comes to Christ. So people who don't believe, people who do believe, people who are more seasoned, people who might, you know, be early in their walk, but just wanting to create a space where we all can come together and learn and read the Bible and be open and vulnerable and feel like we have a community of people that are aligned. And it came from me giving a yes to God myself and really committing to living my life for God and not just chasing the things that I want or the things that I think that I'm supposed to be doing, but also like honoring God in a way that He wants me to help others. So that's how I started.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. So how long ago did you give your life to God?
I've always believed in God because of my grandparents. I've always been saved, but I think as an adult, really committing myself on my own, because like I always talk about, we all have that like grandma belief, because our grandma told us, they made us go to church, made us pray, came and prayed over us, all the things. So that's where I was at with it. But I really started to like go to church on my own and really seek something personal with God maybe when I was like 21. And then when I moved to LA, so around like probably 25 or something, when I hit rock bottom, like, so struggle was never foreign to me, being broke wasn't foreign to me, but like being in a whole nother place by myself with my daughter and hitting it like that was what was different to me. And so when I got to my low point and I was like just on this path of like unhealthy relationships with men and being really struggling, not having nothing, and being in a space where I thought that I was going to really have everything, I had nothing left to do but go to God. And I was praying. I was, talking about, I want to be married one day. I want to be able to be stable, be successful what I'm doing. I don't want to keep being in this spot. And really asking God, like, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing in order to get out of this space that I'm in? And from there, that's what I've been on.
That's beautiful. I'm gonna be honest. You don't hear too many young women say that Bible study and just talk about God, Jesus. So that's a good thing that you're on that path.
Thank you.
I wish you nothing but success with that journey. So you made a book. What's the title of it?
My book is called The Stylist.
The Stylist.
Yeah.
So you really feel like your style was there? Were you making books about the shit?
It wasn't even really about fashion, though. It's just, I chose that title because that's who people knew me as. So people always knew me as the stylist. And I wrote it when I came back from LA. Because of all that I went through out there, I was like, I've always wanted to write a book. I thought it was going to be about my domestic violence relationship in high school. So I was like waiting, but then when I came back from LA, I felt that I needed to write a book to really just be real with people about what it looks like when you're chasing your dreams and really trying to be something in life. And it's like literally something that you probably thought you never would do, chasing your dreams. So for me, I wanted to write a book and talk about that and share like my journey from when I first started all the way into coming back from LA, because I wanted to inspire people. So that's what it was about. And then it was a coffee table book, so it has some of my work in there so it can be cute on a table, people's house. Okay.
So where can people find your book?
Nowhere. I don't have them no more. I did it as like a limited time release. But I am currently in the process of writing another one. Okay. I like to make things exclusive, so whenever I put something out, people want to get it.
So let people know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram at Ariel.Mei, Ariel.Mei. On YouTube, my podcast, This Might Get Deep. On Instagram, TMGD Podcast.
It's gonna get deep for sure.
For sure, it's gonna get deep.
I can tell.
What else? And that's it. But you can always find me by my name, Ariel Mei. You can put it on Google and all my stuff will come up because I put everything under my name, just so it's easy for people to find me.
Okay. So, y'all do the podcast together, or is this you?
It's just me, but we have an episode coming out that we did together, and then we're gonna do more together. So
that's dope. That's dope. Well, I appreciate you for stopping by. I feel like we had a dope interview.
Thank you. I feel like it was good too. I appreciate you inviting me here.
Nah, for sure. I feel like more young ladies need to hear, dope stories like this. Nah, seriously.
No, I'm laughing at you saying young lady. That's good. Thank you. But you saying it like you hecka old, that's why.
I mean, he did say his age.
37 now old.
Hey, Fats, bruh.
I'm 32.
Fats, bruh. Bruh, chill, bruh. Chill,
Oh, my gosh.
Nah, my man's like every episode he dissing my age.
How are you?
Nigga, 31.
In 2 weeks.
31 though. Just make sure you put that there. Nigga, 31. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? You running through it. But I appreciate you for coming through. It's another episode of Streets Verified. And we out.
FLY. Hey, bitch, cause a young nigga fly. Hey.